what's up, metal and heavy music fans? It's Flight of Icarus again with MetalTrenches.com, and it's time to talk about the Scalar Process and their new album Coagulative Matter via Transcending Obscurity Records. And hey, if you like to be kept up to date with the best and brightest metal bands and albums from the underground and above, then stick with me by hitting that subscribe button down below. The Scalar Process is a French technical death metal band recommended for fans of bands such as Coexistence, the Zenith Passage, Beyond Creation, the Faceless, Inferi, and arguably above all else FAllujah. If you love that last band's particular union of intensely technical riffing and spellbinding ethereal atmosphere, you're going to love what the Scalar Process has to offer. One moment it's a maddening gauntlet of lightning speed proggy guitars, the next we're drifting through the clouds in a powerful emotional catharsis. Perhaps above all else, the guitars carry this release for me with their constantly shifting framework of melodeath palm mute alternations, layered harmonies, opethy chord progressions, and occasional fiery solos to put a bow on it all. And just when all of these elements reach a peak, the band wisely take things down for more progressive interludes of eerie synth and bass combos with sparse drumming. And when the guitars kick back in on the one during Beyond the Veil of Consciousness, it actually reminds me of something that Enslaved might do. And more or less, that's what you can expect from Coagulative Matter over its duration, as this is a very consistent release that knows what it wants to be and very much sticks to that format over its 50-minute runtime. With that in mind, it does feel a little bit on the longer side for lacking in any major twists and turns. The dynamics are there, especially on the more overtly jazzy and largely instrumental Mirror Cognition or piano-driven interlude Ouroboros, but song for song, things start to feel pretty samey by the end. This is not aided by the death vocals either, which, while perfectly adequate,
heck, it's more than acceptable, it's adequately satisfactory,
are often extremely one-note, only further adding to a lack of distinction between tracks. Every now and then we get some higher-pitched, more blackened-sounding shrieks, but sprinkling this variety more evenly over the runtime would go a long way in increasing my overall engagement. That said, I'd still argue that the Scalar Process is a project well worth listening to with their very solid foundation of some of my favorite riffing styles in the progressive and technical death metal genres. They work well as a unit, and overall Coagulative Matter makes me excited to hear more from them in the future more than anything else. I think in particular the 11-minute title track is a testament to their potential. Turning to my scales, I give them an 8 for enjoyability. Again, each song is solid, but when played as a whole, my entertainment with the album starts to wane due to its overall uniformity. I give it a 9 for musicianship, very strong performances here from all band members, and the songwriting is pretty darn strong. Definitely the strongest point that the band has going for them right now. And I give it a 7 for innovation. While done well, this release also suffers from a lack of individual identity over some of the other bands I compared them to along the way. Definitely a key area to work on moving forwards. Perhaps in this genre more than any, standing out is an absolute must. So an 8 overall and a B- for the Scalar Process and Coagulative Matter. Get it once more via Transcending Obscurity Records. Y'all, thanks as always for watching, and if you like this style, you should also check out my review of the new album from Anna Pest, and let me know in the comments what is your favorite technical or progressive death metal band. And hey, stick around because I got plenty more reviews, album tier lists, and interviews with bands on the podcast for you to check out, so plenty of reasons to, again, subscribe if you have not already. But that'll do it for now. Flight of Icarus signing off. I will see you in the trenches.